to go live, are we? Yep. Hey, look at that. This meeting is being live streamed. I got it. It says, oh. Yep. Holy mackerel. Go live, are we? Wow, that was quick to come up. Holy shit. Zoom YouTube broadcast. Private. Okay. If I cancel that, go there. Got no chat. For some reason, Paul, it says here on your thing there, it says Zoom YouTube broadcast is private. Now it just come up live from Studio B. It's Paul Murray and Friends, but it's listed as private. So you're not getting a chat for some reason. Let me just keep moving here a little bit.
Tim Jackson just checked in.
I got no chat whatsoever. Oh, maybe we'll have to reboot this thing here.
Well, what I end up having to do lots of times is I have to go over in another window and boot up YouTube, go to me, and it shows me live. And then when I come back, then the chat pops up.
Okay. Now I got it. I had to shut it down and reboot, bring it back. Hey, Tim Jackson there already this morning.
AZ, good morning.
AZ, you got beat out by somebody all the way to Australia.
Hey, Tim, so you guys didn't go live last night. I was kind of looking for you on and off all night, and then I got tired and kicked back.
Well, Justin was on.
What's that?
Justin was on at 8 o'clock or 8:30 or something. He come on.
Well, I didn't see him. I couldn't find him. I saw where he went over and checked in.
Right back.
Happy Vlogger and with but I don't know. Maybe it's just my computer's not picking it up.
Now, okay, I'm going to explain something. Okay. I was with Executive, and I was having problems with Steve. My upload now, I might have 100 or 90 whatever on the download, but then I had 30 up, but then it was only like 1.29 up, and then later on I check it again, then my download speed.
Oh well, something screwed up, Tim, because I didn't realize I was live with you guys last night. I know the time before I was in the chat, but hey, Mr. Skyfly, how you doing? Good morning.
Start there or whatever, and anyways, it was showing poor connection. But they kept saying, "Oh no, there's nothing wrong." Said there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Well, I just got tired of fighting them, so that's why I switched over to you guys. Okay. Well, I'm still on the same problem.
I know, Mia. I know. You already had your breakfast.
Yeah, you're on the right. I talked to one of you guys on the side of the road there. Well, they're putting in fiber down here. He's a fiber guy, but but anyway, he said to call you. I was going to. I just haven't got around, so I'm kind of busy. So. Yeah, but I don't mean to be sarcastic here, but.
Paul must be busy with somebody. I know we got a couple of ships coming down. Actually, 3 in a row. Well, you got the Huron Pride, and that's the one you see going right now. That's the pilot boat.
Honestly, I believe it.
And you got the Ludogorets, followed by the Algo Nova. I think the Ludogorets is a Polestream International. Yep. Bulk carrier.
I've got a pretty fast computer here, so.
Hey, Joe America, how you doing? Captain Joe is here. I'm gonna pitch a couple peanuts, be right back.
But it seems if I reboot everything, I get everything back for a little while, and then it almost like it blows up or something, slows down a bit, right? It's just a little frustrating. That's all. Okay, yeah, but, yeah, I've just been kind of keeping an eye on it, just here once in a while, I'll run the speed test and see what's going on, but like, like I won't have it on all night, and, I get up in the morning, and, and I know it's slow, I run the speed test, I get up, usually way down, like 1.29, I should get 30, right? It's funny because when you do the speed test, it goes all the way up.
My little four-legged buddies were looking for peanuts. Ah,
I was so tired of fighting with the deck, like I was home just about every other day. Trying to get this off, because it's been doing it for about 2 or 3 months now. I don't know, it had anything to do with all this rain we've had.
so it's Tuesday morning. Some places the kids are going to school, some places it's next week. Here, next week they go to school.
I just kind of went out, I just wait or before making a lot of noise. So I'm just kind of sitting back waiting and see what happens. Okay.
Well, sure.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. Okay, you too. Oh, that was funny.
Or were you dealing with an agent?
Yeah, well, it's funny because they sent me an email about how do you rate Start.ca, this new company. And anyways, I give them a 6 because I'm not happy with the speeds, right?
Right.
They called me back in about 20 minutes after I posted that on my email. They called me, what's going on down there? How come you only got rated this a 6? I told them why. That's at least with you guys. I'm only paying half the cost if I'm getting half the service. So, but I did talk with one of their tech guys on the street, and he was saying the more they get this fiber optics up in and going, the better and more stable it will be. I said, like, it just if I go to YouTube or something, it takes a while to load. I said, now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't go down while I'm on YouTube, or it plays videos, no problems, all that kind of stuff. But it just sometimes takes 20, 30 seconds for a page to load. Like, it's really slow. And I done speed tests at that time, and it's then way down. So, anyways, they so he said basically what it comes down to, Paul, because they're putting so much fiber up internet up right now? They're not fixing any cable issues, huh? They're not going there. Tim Jackson said, "Did the hurricane hit Florida yet?" No, probably closer to tonight. I think 2:00 in the morning. I think it's supposed to hit Florida. There, Tim Jackson. Yeah. But I said to the guy, it's funny because if I reset everything, I'll get my speed back. Then after a while, it keeps to drop right off again. It's just a constant issue. I don't know. Maybe they'll run some tests, maybe. Now they said that. I said he was ExecuLink. They had that ExecuLink Care. I said, it's the same app as your Start Care. And I said, come up, poor connections. Several times. I said, well, 5 or 6 times. Poor connection. And they weren't right after each other. I said they were over a period of time. But I said, I'm tired of fighting with them. That's why I came over to you guys. At least I'm only paying half the cost now instead of the full what I was paying before. Who's all in there? Mr. Skyfly, EZ, Captain Joe's in there already this morning. All right. Hey, guys. What are you working on, Paul?
My passwords are screwed up here for some reason. I don't.
Your passwords. But you haven't posted the links in the chat either yet. So.
Well, it's because I can't get my computer to do anything. Now it wants, this one wants a password, that one wants a password, and they're not all the same passwords. I got to look them up.
Yeah. That's a problem to get so many freaking passwords. We got a company down here in St. Thomas called 1Password. Apparently, I don't know, it goes through them or what, but you only have to use 1Password for all your stuff. But they protect it or something. I don't know. So we got the rare blue supermoon brightens the night sky this weekend, the closest full moon of the year. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was watching a weather thing. Sam Hayden's in the chat, Paul.
Now, hang on. I'm over here trying to get the hell out of one into. It's all screwed up. One of them said it was sending me a passcode, and there is no passcode. They're so full of shit. I'm so sick and tired of these computers. Why they have to be so friggin' complicated?
Yeah. But Sam said he's sorry he couldn't take your call because he was working late last night. But got your voicemail and never seen that on you, what you were talking about. Or he didn't figure out what you were talking about.
I called him about the heart or the emojis being at the right hand.
Okay. That's what he was talking about, is that heart emoji down in the chat of YouTube. Some people have it, some people don't. I don't have it. I do on my iPhones and my iPad, but not on my computers for some reason. He just frustrates him to have it down there. That's all.
This one keeps saying we're sending it to your email, but it's not coming to my email.
What wants you to sign in? Huh. Well, let me see if here. I can't go there. Yeah, I know it, but it screws up his chat when he's visually looking at it. So
There's my emails,
yeah,
and it's supposed to be sent to the email. Let me go up here and I'll show you. Come on, get the hell out of my way. Okay, so it says here, please move this window away so start application. It says verification code has been sent to your email.
well, I can't see it. It's all blanked out, Paul.
And there's nothing in my emails.
You got more than one email account, don't you?
Yeah, but I only used the one, and it said it was sending it to my one account, my Net Zero account. So I go to Net Zero, there's no code. I'm so frustrated.
I can do it or not.
And what it is it's my cameras, Paul.
Your cameras.
Yeah, it's locked me out of my cameras, my Wise account.
I don't know why it would do that, because it's up live all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you put a password in, it's the wrong one. You do it 3 times, it'll lock you out for about 10 minutes, right? So
Because over here on this computer, I've got the cameras up and they're up.
yeah.
Oh. I'm pissed.
I just put the link in the chat to see. Anyway, Sam said he's got to go. Got to go to work. He'll check in soon.
Okay, Sam.
Hey, Justin.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Good. I got the car moved. It's going to a local shop and I'm gonna take a look at it in about a week.
Okay.
guy's a little backed up, but he said he'll get to it as soon as he can.
Did you explain it to him what it was doing and what did he said that he was,
He said he'd
familiar?
have to look because it could be a few different things, so.
yeah.
Went to go get some water for Aubrey this morning. Forgot there was a hurricane coming. I went to go down to the store to get our water bottle for school. Yeah, there was no water.
Yeah, you probably have to give her tap water in a bottle.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all he had to do. 'Cause usually she takes a bottle of water with her every day to school. In her book bag, just so she has something extra to drink. Sarah ran down we ran down to the gas station this morning in Sarah's mom's car to get some water and frickin' forgot the hurricane was coming. They were all out. People were in there buying up all the bottled water. Dude, people will go in there and spend like $50 buying separate bottles of water, paying like $2-3 a bottle
Yeah, wow.
just to get their hands on it.
Well, they say one of the best things you can do is fill a bathtub full of water, tap water, in case you need something. You can always take it out and boil it, you know?
Now, the last 3 hurricanes I've been through, we haven't lost water at all. That was the only utility we didn't lose.
Yeah.
That never seems to go out because every neighborhood has there's like a pump station in all the neighborhoods and they all have backup generators.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Usually.
they actually come through once a month and they start them up and they run them and they check them. They top them off, all that stuff.
It was funny. I was watching a guy on YouTube this morning there, and he was showing that the hurricane going out and coming across drops back down. It goes out to the ocean, goes to a tropical storm, circles around, and comes right back into Florida again on Category 1. Like it loops right back around, and it comes in, Daytona or whatever in that area as a Category 1.
Tim, David,
Yeah.
Joel, Sam,
PJ's here.
TJ, and Joe. What's up?
Hey,
I got
TJ.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's what you said last time, TJ, and you never showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting bad now. They used to, drug addicts here in town, go around and check for doors being unlocked, and going into them and rummaging through them. Now, and I've seen a pattern change here. Now they're starting to break windows because people are locking their vehicles now. There was two the windows were broken. They broke the windows on the vehicle to gain entry.
It was getting so bad in some cities with them just breaking the windows, even though they had nothing in the vehicle to steal. But
Yeah.
people were just breaking windows to see if they had something. It got to a point where people were leaving their windows down and just putting a note in there and saying there's nothing of value in the car. Because they were tired of people breaking their windows, that they just started leaving the windows down completely. I was like, that's fucking nuts. When it gets so bad, you got to do the exact opposite. I'll put some bulletproof windows on the car, watch them throw a brick at it and it come flying back into their face.
Well, pretty soon you're gonna have AI in everything. Not be in my lifetime or Paul's lifetime, but what's gonna happen is somebody that's not authorized start messing with your car, say step away from the vehicle. And if they don't step away, they start alarming, and then after that, they'd zap them.
There actually has been alarms like that already that will yell at you if you get close to a car.
Well, I got my camera outside on the front porch, even the back door on. I can, there's different sayings if I activate it that you've been spotted on the camera, you back away and all this kind of stuff. But anyways, but it's a pain in the ass every time I go in that house. You got to listen to it. It'd be okay. Maybe if you just did it at, I don't know if you can do it just at nighttime or not, on a certain,
What?
after a certain time, then we'll
No,
do
you
it.
can customize a car alarm that has voice active, like a voice on it. I've seen it before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Viper security. I don't know if that's what it's called, Tim, but I have
Yeah.
seen alarm systems like that where they will actually talk to you and tell you to back away, or they'll
Oh,
call the cops on you.
gives you 2 warnings and the alarm goes off.
Yeah, Tim, I'm about as prepared as I can be, so let's just say that.
But but I got picked up some signs, some kind of security sign warning that places alarmed, and Smile, you're on camera, a couple of them out there. Then I always back my truck in and it's got a blue flashing light on the remote start. So people think that's an alarm system. It's so far seem to be staying away from here. And the guy across the street, he's got cameras too. So
Well,
we
that's
get
the
them.
thing is you can walk through a neighborhood and you'll be on 100 cameras just within a quarter
Oh,
mile.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like it's so common now. Like if you walk through a neighborhood with 50 houses, at least 35, 40 of them will have cameras now.
Yeah.
And ring doorbells and everything else. Like it's so common now to have security system. Well, they've gotten so cheap, right? Because the security system, 20 years ago would have run you 10, 15 grand. Now you can set up a really nice one for about $600. It comes with everything. It comes with the hub, 4 camera system, all wireless. Add a doorbell into that and looking at about $600 for a
Yeah.
nice decent camera system.
So my alarm bell will play hazard area, keep out, no parking in this area. You have entered the monitoring area. Hello, welcome. Do not touch valuables. Private sphere, no entry. Danger of death. Pay attention to safety. High danger, please don't climb. Howling alarm, and you can do a custom one too.
Yeah, I got a couple custom ones on mine that say we don't something about solicitors.
Yeah.
This it says if we don't bother you at home, please don't bother us. We don't like soliciting or something like that, and it tells you to go away. Oh, they had that back in '92. Oh wow. My dad used to know an ex-car thief back in the day, and he would purposely target the cars that had the little red security lights on the dash for the alarms.
Yeah.
He used to tell us all kinds of stories about it. Oh yeah, so last night, me and Sarah are laying in the bed about midnight, right? And we're sitting there laying down, and Sarah's looking up at the ceiling. She goes, "What the hell's on the ceiling?" I said, "I don't know what that is." And so I turn my flashlight on my phone and I look up. There's a fucking spider about this big on the ceiling. I'm not even joking.
No kidding.
About that fucking big, and with a big ass fat body too.
Yeah.
Oh, that bastard was big. And then so I went and grabbed the Swiffer out of the kitchen because it was flat. Squashed this bitch up against the ceiling. I pulled the Swiffer away and it was like I didn't even touch it. And it just looked at me like that and like bucked up, and then it ran across the ceiling, fell onto the top of the ceiling fan. So I went and grabbed a Raid and I sprayed it. It fell off the ceiling fan onto the floor, and I just started beating the shit out of it with the Swiffer. Ended up killing it finally. That thing was monstrous, so man, I've never seen a spider that big. Like it was almost the size of a tarantula. That thing was massive. And Sarah was looking it up. We're thinking it was a wolf spider, which they're not dangerous, but fuck that. That was creepy as shit. I don't like spiders. I can pick up tarantulas and stuff, but I'm not fucking with spiders.
Oh, see if that works. Hmm.
But the hardest part about getting the damn thing is it was above the ceiling fan, right where it was spinning. I was trying to stop the ceiling fan. I mean, I've seen them over here, Tim, like, but not that big. Like, I've seen ones that were like about that big. But this damn thing was at least the size of a softball when it had its legs all the way spread out. That thing was big. I wasn't expecting you to kill it. I wanted you to grab a shoe and you wouldn't get up out of the damn bed because you were all terrified of it. I wasn't expecting you to kill it. I wanted you to grab a shoe for me. I'll try to play the victim here.
I wonder. Okay, where
Oh.
is?
Kelsey would have saw that spider shoot have shit herself last night. Talking about somebody who's terrified of spiders.
Not there. Not there. Down there.
Oh, whatever. Well, I didn't. I was more surprised the damn thing didn't die when I smacked it with the Swiffer. It's like I shoved that Swiffer up into the ceiling and nothing. Didn't even affect the damn thing. Yeah, Kelsey would have freaked the hell out. She saw that spider. It's on the back porch dead still. I went out and looked at it today. That thing was pretty big. Mark, what's going on, man? Put that over here. I'm gonna have to take the damn AC out of the window tonight.
I wonder.
I just don't know how bad the winds are gonna be in our area. Hoping they're not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that spider would have jumped the rat, Mark. That's all I'm gonna say. That was
Oh.
a that was, like I said, besides a tarantula, I used to own a couple tarantulas. That is the biggest tarantula spider I've ever seen in person. Not in like on the internet or anything, but in person, that was the biggest spider I've ever seen. No joke, that thing was probably maybe 3 or 4 inches from one side to the other. What's up, Bill? I remember that one time I went outside and I got the mop off the back porch. I put it out there. It was out there for like a couple days as I stuck it out there to dry. I bring it in the house, I stick it in the sink to soak it off. And this big fucking spider runs out of it, runs down in the garbage disposal. I was like, wrong place to run into, buddy. I flipped the water on, flipped the garbage disposal on. That was the end of that spider. Like, that was the wrong fucking place to run into. What y'all two doing? You guys are quiet as hell.
Oh, it's just playing here. Yeah. Okay. So it looked like that storm swinging a little more to the west a bit, eh? For you? They figured it would miss Tampa altogether now.
It
Well,
is, but the only thing that concerns me is the one last year they said was gonna hit somewhere in like the last like 6 hours. That bitch turned
yeah.
and went and hit. Remember when it hit, I think it was supposed to hit or it was supposed to hit Tampa and ended up in hitting, I think was it St.
Yeah.
Lucie or something, or St. Augustine, I think it was.
Yeah.
It ended up turning and completely hitting a different part of Florida at the last minute. So that's why I don't know. The weather's kind of weird this year, so there ain't really no telling. But either way, it's gonna be well over top of us for sure. The bands. Like I was looking at the radar of it when it's over top of us and we're in some of the red area.
Yeah.
So
And you're on the east side of it, which is the worst part, I guess, of the storm because the gradients are tighter or something. I don't know.
well,
Yeah.
and two, that's the side that can produce tornadoes too.
Yeah.
You can get up to F2 tornadoes in a hurricane.
Yeah.
From what I was reading up last time, I guess it's not possible to get above an F2, but it can produce up to an F2 within a hurricane. I know my dad tried those years ago, Mark, when they first came out, those sonic things you plug in the walls. I know for him they didn't work, but that was like years and years ago when they first came out. There was actually a spider that made a web right on top of the damn thing. And it was supposed to be for insects, so I don't know how well they work. But you could try it and see. Cause I remember we had a big old laugh about it, cause the damn spider made a web right on top of the damn box. But at this point, I mean, you're kind of desperate. You're gonna try, you pretty much try to try everything. I get that. Well, it was supposed to be for insects and spiders and stuff like that. My
Yeah.
dad had a bad problem with spiders around the outside, like around the house for a while. And he bought a set of those and put them in his house. And it didn't seem to help, and then he ended up just having an exterminator come in because they were so bad.
Good morning there, Marshall. How you doing? I see you had a sunset or something there last night on your channel. Yeah. You said it's
Well,
104 degrees already this morning. Oh my God. I don't even think we're half that. I think this morning it was like 51 degrees here.
Well, this hurricane's supposed to bring in some cool, dry weather for like 2 days after, so we'll see. They showed the temperature dropping way down into like the low 80s,
Yeah.
high 70s after the hurricane. But like I said too, that was like years ago when they first came out with those things. They were like an as seen on TV product, which, let's face it, half those products are crap anyway.
It's funny too, though, is that storm coming up through there. They're saying now they're going to category 3 for sure. So I don't know.
Yeah, Joe was saying yesterday, they were even saying possible 4, just depends.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. So
Depends on how much strength it gains in the Gulf.
Yeah.
Because if it slows down at all and it kind of stalls out and just kind of lingers, it's gonna get way stronger.
yeah,
If it can move through the Gulf pretty quick and get off the water, then it should be
yeah,
less, shouldn't get as powerful.
yeah. Share screen. This one here, there. See how this one here? They're saying it's hooked. It looked like it could hook and come right back again as a hurricane, eh? On Sunday, it could come across and then hook right back in. And they said it could come right back in here again. But yeah,
Let's hope not.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said, I thought, once it gets off the East Coast, it's possible it could turn back into a hurricane. I said that the other day. It was completely possible it could do that.
They figured 2:00 in the morning, it'll be a cat 3.
Cause you gotta remember too, man, they all start as tropical storms and it's going off the East Coast as a tropical storm.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly plausible that it could turn right back into a hurricane again.
But apparently they narrowed the cone down, so they got a lot. They know for sure now, which think. Oh, Paul screwed up something.
Yeah, I actually mentioned that last night on my show, Joe. I read your message out about the kid.
So you're the host now, Justin.
Do I?
You're the host.
Oh, and Paul get knocked out? Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Hi, Paul. See you, Paul. We'll run it. No problem. I think Paul's a little on the frustrated part this morning again. He's having computer issue, rebooting his computer probably. See if he gets rid of that problem. Oh, so Paul starts just pushing buttons and he doesn't stop, right? Think sometimes. So that 10-year-old had just got home from school, was inside the house with his grandmother when they revived him. Well, put bandage on. He asked medics if he would need stitches. All occupants of the vehicle, brother came in charged with accessory to attempted first-degree murder. The brother charged with attempted first-degree, but the brother was charged with attempted. Ooh. So, well, nothing comes out of good when it comes to drugs and stuff. That's for sure. It's funny because, Grady there, yeah, marijuana is a low grade drug, it doesn't cause problems, doesn't do all that stuff. And people have been killed over it. Yeah.
Well, at least the kid's okay so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. And then the second most important thing is that they caught him. So what was the decision, Sarah? You said we have an official decision on if we're going to be at work tomorrow, but she didn't say whether she was going to or not going to be. Open tomorrow with a delayed start at noon. And see, that's the last time they stayed open for the hurricane. Sarah was like, nobody, like, I guess like 98% of the patients didn't even show up for their appointments. So there's no point of them even being open. Like, I'm sorry, but if you know there's a hurricane coming, are you worried about getting out during the hurricane to go to your fucking doctor's appointment?
No, she's here to pick her thing there. Yeah.
If you are, you're a freaking idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She just picked up her soul times. Agent did. Yeah. I got to take off at 10 o'clock. I got to go put a sign up. I put it up last night, but fuck it.
Yeah, now the kid can make a rap song about being shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing that, Mark. Everywhere he goes, he's been putting his stickers. You know, one of Sarah's stickers? So Sarah had the stickers that said, I put up with Drones 863, and it had her picture on it. Ron actually took one to Alaska with him and stuck it on a,
Yeah, you
what was
stuck
it
one
as?
there too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on a pole or something. So
Yep.
Sarah's stickers all the way up in Alaska. Yeah, see, the last hurricane we were in, they forced everybody to come into work. They had 22 scheduled people on the roster and only 5 showed up for their appointment and 1 walk-in. I'm sorry, but that's stupid. It's not worth being open for 6 people to come in. Like, if you're worried about getting to your doctor's appointment during a hurricane, obviously you don't care about yourself or your family. Because that shouldn't be your top priority. If it's an emergency, go to the hospital. Marshall. Yeah, I told you about that. About Ron sticking the sticker in Alaska. I told you about that when he did it.
Yeah.
He was on Paul's show and he talked about how he put one of your stickers on a pole there in Alaska.
It's only 6:41 in here, and you can't leave until 10 my time. What are you doing? Waiting for things to warm up a bit first, there, Marshall, or what?
Yeah, that's one. You're going to be on here till 1 p.m. then.
Yeah, I think so.
No, well, he didn't leave willingly. His internet left.
Yeah. But look at this. See the computer models now? Someone got this coming down here, and look at this coming right back down in here. A lot of computer models. Most of them are going out, but probably towards Bermuda. But look at this, some of them are actually showing it hooking back in again.
God, they're all over the place at the end.
Yeah, well, they're not
Last
sure. Hey, guess who's back?
I got pinched out of here.
Huh?
Damn computer shit itself.
Did you give it a pill to clean it out?
No, I'm about ready to give it a 44 Magnum.
Yeah.
There you go. I made you host back.
Wonder it didn't take it back as soon as he came in. So your camera's working now, Paul, or no?
Yeah, the can't. Well, no. Now I'm trying to get this to damn set up right. Okay. The because I forgot to pin the invite, I couldn't come back in. I had to go look up the email to copy the invite.
Oh,
I got it because Hodges put it in the chat right when I came
a
in.
couple times now I put it in there, but yeah.
And now I want to pin it to the top, but you guess what? The fucking email, heart won't let me do it.
There you go. I just put it up for you.
Okay, now it's there from Paul Murray. It's pinned.
Yeah, I said a couple things in the chat, so I'd move it up for him.
I hate that emoji. Just not in any mood for that kind of horse shit.
Oh god.
Oh man, anyway, what did I miss?
Watch this. Wait for the stupid box to get out of the way.
Is exactly how not to do CPR.
Smack the dummy.
This is exactly how not to do CPR.
Oh, that's funny right there. You know that lady takes her job serious too. She looked at him like, what the fuck did you just do? What's up, Wayne? How's it going?
Hey, hey, Wayne.
Uh, see somebody's pressing the little emojis. I wonder if that adds any interaction to your channel. Like in the algorithm, or if that's just for whatever.
Who knows? Just a waste of technology.
So here we go on my internet. I got 99.57 download, which I'm supposed to have 100. The ping is 26, which is kind of high.
Yeah,
But look at the upload, 1.10. I'm supposed to have 30 on the upload. But they tell me nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, they're doing that now, Mark, on a lot of live shows. It shows you an ad before it lets you into the live show. I've noticed that on a bunch of live shows.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised that eventually you're going to be watching it and all of a sudden it will go into a 10-second or 5-second ad and then it's going to pop you back into the live stream. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't start seeing mid-roll ads on live streams. They're doing whatever they can to try to make money. That's the only reason they lowered the standards for monetized channels. At this rate, it's just gonna be, you can just be monetized right out the gate. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't lower it eventually to where you only have to have like 100 subs or 50 subs and you can monetize. So they can try to squeeze as much money out of everybody as possible.
Mark said normal upload, normally 10% of download. I'm supposed to have 30 up, but 1.1 is not 30, not even close.
I would say yes if you're on cable in the US, but if you're on fiber, it's equal both ways.
Yeah.
So if you get 500 meg, you're getting 500 up and down. If you're getting 1 gig, you're getting 1 gig up and down. And now
Mike-
they're offering 2.5 up and down.
I don't know, for about $90 a month, I can go to a gig up but it's only, or a gig down, but it's only 50 up. So I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's normal if you're going through cable.
Yeah.
But fiber, like I said, here in the US, if you're on fiber, whatever speed they're giving you, that's what you're getting up and down.
Yeah.
So if you're paying for 500 megs, you're gonna get 500 megs up and down.
Well, I had Rogers here trying to sell me fiber. There's no fiber even in this area. Like,
Unless they're trying to get like pre-sales or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they might be limited in you guys, Mark, in the UK. Cause like they do the same thing on the fiber in Australia too. They're not getting the kind of speeds we're getting here in the US. But that's the type of speeds you would get if you were on cable in the US. Still on the old cable lines. But yeah, the fiber optic like Frontier and all them, nah, it's just even up and down on both. They don't really offer plans like that on fiber. It's just you can get, I think they start at 300, 500, and then they go to 1 gig, and then now they're having 2.5. See, because like on the new internet we got, I got 1,000 down, but I'm only getting like 26 up or whatever. Or no, I get 36 up. Not 26, 36 is my average. Like I've seen it as high as like 50 or 60, but it's usually in the high 30s. Well, Starlink's a good alternative too in other countries where you don't have much of a choice. You know, here in the US, in some places, you have multiple choices of internet providers. Well, you got a lot of choices nowadays, but some countries, they only have a couple of internet providers. You don't have much of a choice, so Starlink kind of gets you out of that kind of monopoly that they have on the internet over there. Certain areas. Yeah, cause they extremely throttle the internet in Australia. Matt was telling me all about it. Him and on the plans that Matt is offered there.
Yeah.
And like the best plan that he can get is still a quarter or third of the speed of what I can get
Mm.
on just a basic plan. And over here, we're not limited to a certain amount neither. I mean, you just get unlimited high speed. Some countries, they'll limit you to how much you can use. Catching any ships today, Paul?
No, I gotta take Mia to get her nails trimmed here shortly.
That's not bad, Wayne. That's some good speeds there. That's real good speeds. See your TV? Oh, it's finally loaded. Yeah, you can't really complain about 563 down and 560 up. That's plenty fast enough to do anything. I just wish my upload was a little quicker. I wish it was more around 100. I mean, I guess if you got the money to spend a month on that, I guess that'd be okay. That is pretty expensive though. And that might be based on the size of your business too. The ping of 15. That's not too bad. My average ping is like 10 to 12. Shit, Tim's ping, what was that, Tim, last night? You were like in the 30s or something. Let me see what my ping's at right now. It changes every once in a while. Especially if I have the VPN turned on. Speed test. What is, no. What I want, yeah, I want. Oh, that was a horrible ping.
Huh?
What, is my VPN turned on? Oh, that's why, okay, yeah. Let me try it again. I was getting 28. There we go, much better.
Okay, Tim. See you later.
Later, Tim. So right now I'm getting 805 down, 37 up with a ping of 11. It's not too bad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta leave. I gotta go work. I gotta go do some job. I gotta go put a sign up right away.
Alright,
Okay, Paul.
At least it's not too far away. It's only about 3 blocks away, this first one. So, anyways, and I don't know. I might do some sanding today. Be nice so I can start doing some painting, but downstairs, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, have a good one. See you tonight.
Okay, Paul, we'll see you.
later.
Bye, guys.
That's not a bad price, Mark.
Tim Jackson is off to bed.
Like I said, the only thing I hate about the phones that they give you now is if your internet goes out, your fucking phone doesn't work. So it's not a real true house phone. It's more like it's really more like a freaking cell phone in your house. To be honest with you. What's up, David? I think you were in here earlier, weren't you? Yeah. Just ain't said nothing for a minute. No big plans today, Murray?
I just get Mia's toenails trimmed. She's got the bird toenails. They curve around like if she was gonna be on a limb or something.
Uh-huh.
And so when she walks, her nails are spread apart and it's uncomfortable. So they have, and the quick inside is so long they can't cut it back very far. And I don't know what the hell other than surgery to shorten those quicks up, because she's too old for that kind of stuff.
Well, that's something you'd probably have to take her to the vet for, because they probably could cut her nails back. It would probably hurt her, but they would have to do it in order to get them back, you know, kind of like they have no choice but to cut into the cuticle. It'd be sore for a couple days, but eventually it would, you know,
Well,
start to go away.
right off the bat, they'd bleed.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They probably have a way of doing that, though. It probably is a little painful for the dog, but in some cases it just has to be done, you know? Yeah, it's same as our phone here, Mark, in the house. I just hate it because when the internet goes out, it's not like the old school phones on the, you know, especially if you had not a cordless phone, but remember when you used to have like a dial phone or a phone on the wall? If your power went out, you could still pick it up and use it if you needed to call somebody. That was the one good thing about house phones back in the day. Is she pretty good about getting her nails cut, or does she kind of squirm her, or
A little squirmy, but
doesn't try to bite anybody or anything?
no, because I'm with her when they're doing it. And I take the lead and I wrap her snout with it and hold it tight.
Kind of like a muzzle.
Because otherwise what they do is they put her in a sling outfit, raise her off the ground so her legs are hanging out, and they trim them. Which
Oh,
is probably easier, but
Well, yeah, because then it keeps her from being able to move around too.
right.
Yeah, I've seen that in the dog places. They'll have like a harness thing and they'll like suspend the dog a little bit, like a
Yep.
foot up off the table. a cleaning table thing that they
Well,
use?
what this one is it's actually, it's for bigger dogs, because she's a big dog. It's like a lift you see for moving a motor out. It's on wheels. And
Yeah,
and they put this harness on her, hook it on, and then it goes up like that.
right, they lift her just enough to get her paws off the ground so she can't move.
Well, they lift her up about a foot or two.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for the technicians to get under there and trim her nails.
Yeah, see, and Mark's right too. If they walk a lot on hard surfaces like concrete and stuff, their nails will naturally trim and the tips will break off and, because that's how Bo does. Him and Tyson are always running out in the back porch, running back and forth. Like they play on the back porch a lot, and I'll notice on Bo's nails every once in a while, he'll get it, the tip will break off. Doesn't hurt him, but it will kind of naturally break off from them playing on the concrete. Because they love to wrestle around on the back porch because it's a pretty big back porch. It's all screened in.
Mia doesn't
So-
get walked on much at all because she hates other dogs, and she's she's a handful.
It's at a local shop at the moment, David. So the guy's gonna take a look at it when he can. He said he's a little behind, but he said he'll get to it in about a week. Plus, he's gonna be shut down for a few days because of the storm, so. But he said he'll get to it when he can.
Well, it'd be nice if he could just diagnose it right away and let you know what he's thinking.
Well, Sarah's mom and a couple other people that we know have used the shop. And the guy seems to be really good. It's just he's by himself, so he's super busy. He actually gets quite a bit of business. So I'd rather take it to him than take it to the dealer because the dealer is just going to be outrageously expensive.
Yeah, so he's got it there then.
Right, and like I know Sarah's mom's used them a couple times, and a couple of Sarah's mom's friends have used them a couple times, and he's always kind of worked out deals with them. He doesn't always try to charge you the full amount. He'll kind of work with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's his own business, so he can do that. But he's just a one-man operation too, so. But he gets a lot of business. Like I said, if you go to his little shop, he's got shit tons of cars in line out there waiting to be worked on, so. But he doesn't charge for your car sitting there or anything, so I don't have to worry about that, even if it's there for a week or so. Well, we kind of have semi-transportation at the moment. Sarah's mom and boyfriend kind of worked out a plan yesterday, so. Because he has a car and she has a car and they're really not using both of them. So they kind of worked out a little schedule thing with Sarah. So she's able to use her mom's car to get back and forth to work at least, so. She's not having to take the bus, so. They figured something out yesterday and they sat out in the living room and discussed it. So. Cause he works, I mean, he's retired and he only works at Legoland like a couple days a week, so he doesn't really use his car that much, so. So fortunately, it's not a super rush at the moment, so. They at least figured that out. She just wouldn't let us use her car to pull the car back to the house, so. But she is letting Sarah use it to at least get back and forth to work, cause it's only like 3 miles each way to go to work every day, so. Not that far. She's not really using anything gas or anything, so. I mean, we only filled the car up like once every week and a half, 2 weeks. Like we hardly ever filled the car up. She barely used any gas going to work and back. Usually we'd fill the car up and that'd last her 2 weeks going back and forth to work. We'd fill it up on payday. Yeah, I won't know nothing for at least a week or so, so. What's up, Trevor? How's it going, man?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, where are you?
I'm on my way back right now.
Okay, because I gotta have Mia up to get her nails trimmed at 10:30.
Yep, I got you.
Okay, all right, bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, you gotta be at the appointment at 10:30?
Yeah,
Well, might as well end it then, cause you only got about 20 minutes.
yeah, I know. By the time I get her ready to go and. Okay, everybody, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again later today.
Alright, we'll see you guys later.
Yep, bye-bye.